Manchester United's plan to sell Antony has become clear. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has come in and made an instant impact, masterminding changes behind the scenes, such as new CEO Omar Berrada, making it clear that his vision is to see his boyhood club return to the top of English football. He is expected to ensure that plenty of funds are available to make new signings during the summer transfer window, and United continue to be linked with a host of players. Ratcliffe is also thought to be keen on securing the signing of Wolves midfielder João Gomes, who could get the best out of Bruno Fernandes in a United shirt. The Brazilian has shown at Molineux this season, featuring 28 times in the Premier League and averaging 4 tackles per game. According to Galletti, Manchester United are keen on selling Antony this summer, replacing him with Crystal Palace star Michael Olise in the process. This is exactly the type of business that United should be looking to do in the coming months, with Antony offering nowhere enough since arriving for a whopping $85 million from Ajax back in 2022, especially as his $6 million per year salary means he is earning $115,000 per week. In that time, he has scored just 10 goals in 77 appearances, with a disappointing 5 assists to his name in that time too. Olise could be the next level up from Antony. Despite playing for a lower team, the Frenchman has 6 goals and 3 assists in 12 league games this season. So what is your opinion on this? Would you like to see Olise in Manchester? Manchester United keen on Grêmio attacking midfielder Gustavo Nunes. Manchester United are interested in recruiting the services of Grêmio attacking midfielder Gustavo Nunes, according to Brazilian outlet Grêmio Avalanche. The Red Devils sent a representative to scout the 18-year-old during the Copa Libertadores game against Chilean side Huachipato last Tuesday, but he was unable to impress after coming on in the second half in the loss. Nevertheless, Man United will continue to run the rule over Nunes, as they are not the only European club keeping tabs on the teenage sensation. His agents have reportedly been informed that Manchester City will table an offer of $18 million for Gustavinho as soon as the summer transfer window opens, and the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal, Norwich City, and Wolverhampton Wanderers are also monitoring his situation. Barcelona also recently sought information about the Brazilian wonder kid, and Man United will need to table a convincing offer to have a chance of beating fierce competition to his services. Gustavinho has scored once and weighed in with 2 assists in 11 matches since making his senior debut in February, and his overall performances at senior level have impressed the Red Devils and other European bigwigs. The teenage sensation caught the eyes following his display for the Grêmio youth team at the prestigious Copa São Paulo de Juniores, where he bagged 3 goals during their run to the last 16 of that tournament, and he could soon be plying his trade in the English top flight. Ten Hag has dealt with Garnacho after undermining the Man United manager on Twitter. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has reportedly addressed Alejandro Garnacho's unsavory social media activity with the player. According to Manchester Evening News, a spokesperson for the club claimed the United boss has decided to handle the matter internally. Garnacho had liked tweets that questioned his manager for substituting him at half-time during the disappointing draw with AFC Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. The question on everyone's mind is whether the Dutch manager will discipline him with some time on the bench or resolve the issue quietly with the 19-year-old winger. Garnacho has been brilliant for United this season, bagging 7 goals and 3 assists in 30 Premier League appearances. However, the former Atletico Madrid youth team player felt he should have been given more time to impact the Bournemouth game. His anger spilt onto social media and drew the manager's attention, even though he quickly unliked the tweets. Ten Hag had explained his decision to sub Garnacho after the game, clarifying that the team needed more from the right flank, and he responded by making a substitution. Garnacho's actions on Twitter are quite overboard, considering the game time he has received under Ten Hag. The decision to like those tweets reeks of entitlement, and he should be duly punished for his actions. Ten Hag has dealt with several disciplinary issues since he arrived at the club and has taken no prisoners with his hardline approach. Garnacho could be benched for the FA Cup semi-final clash with Coventry City this weekend, but expect the manager to face a barrage of questions about the player's conduct. United draw up fresh contract proposal for highly rated star in a bid to fend off outside interest. Manchester United are keen to tie down Willy Cambuala's long-term future to the club by tabling a bumper contract offer. The 19-year-old is fresh off the back of making just his second senior start for the Reds, when he was deployed from the offset against then-league leaders Liverpool last Sunday. He was called upon to deputise for his senior sidelined counterparts Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Johnny Evans and Victor Lindelof, and he did a stellar job throughout. Kambuala is now the latest of a string of academy graduates to be granted their first team breakthroughs by Erik ten Hag. Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo have become mainstays in the starting 11 at just 19 years old and 18 years old respectively, while the likes of Dan Gore and Omari Forson were also awarded their senior debuts this season. After receiving plaudits across the board for his mature showing, United quickly began drawing up plans to ensure they keep Kambuala in their ranks for the foreseeable future. His current deal is set to expire in 2025, and one report has suggested that Napoli have set their sights on the young Frenchman as a potential Kim Min-jae successor. Give Me Sport claims that United want to eliminate the risk of a suitor identifying a potential opportunity to pounce for a cut price fee. Rafael Varane likely to leave Manchester United this summer. Manchester United defender Rafael Varane could leave on a free transfer this summer, with the club yet to offer him a new contract, according to reputed journalist Fabrizio Romano. The Frenchman has been a key player in central defence for United, but he has struggled to stay fit over a prolonged run of games. He is currently out of action with a muscle injury. Varane is anticipated to return before the end of the campaign, but there are doubts whether he will be at the club next season. They have not opened talks over a fresh contract either, and he could head for the exit door as a free agent this summer. Varane, who has been described as world-class by Rio Ferdinand, has impressed for United with several standout displays. However, he has failed to stay unscathed over an extended period. His knack for picking up injuries has been a big concern. As a result, the club are reluctant to extend his stay on his current wages. There are no plans of discussing fresh terms either. In our view, the hierarchy are likely to release him at the end of the season. They could sign a young centre-back as his successor. Everton's Jared Branthwaite is reportedly one of the top targets for the club, amid his huge progress with the Toffees this campaign. Sir Jim Ratcliffe holds face-to-face talks with Amanda Staveley to sort out Dan Ashworth's Manchester United move. Manchester United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has met with his Newcastle United counterpart, Amanda Staveley, to hold face-to-face talks over a deal for Dan Ashworth, according to The Times. The Red Devils want to bring the former Magpies sporting director to the Old Trafford club, but he has been placed on an 18-month gardening leave unless Man United come up with a compensation package worth about $15 million. John Murtaugh stepped down as Man United football director this week, and it is believed that it indicates progress is being made in their attempt to bring Ashworth to Old Trafford following the intervention from Ratcliffe. The Ineos owner admires Ashworth and is desperate to get him working for his side as soon as possible, with Man United looking to start their major squad overhaul process during the upcoming summer transfer window.